So this press conference is going to be for Supermoto USA YouTube channel, and we're going to start with Mickey Diamond. Mickey, with your background in MX, how does Supermoto benefit you as a rider?
I think because we're on motocross bikes, maybe a lot less need to adapt to a different style. It's got upright handlebars, the shift lever, it's an upward transmission, and just basically it's a motocross bike with road racing wheels and tires on it. So I think it's a lot easier for a motocross guy to adapt to Supermoto than it is for a dirt tracker or a road racer, or even worse yet, a speedway rider would have probably a lot more trouble with brakes and that. So it's a more natural setting to start with.
So if you were to do it as a cross-training thing, how does Supermoto benefit motocross riders to make their motocross riding better?
I think it probably varies for a lot of guys, but the one thing that you do learn a lot about is traction and where you are, and the grip of the bike, the lean angles, the components of the bike. You have to have a very good finger on the clutch and be able to more or less work the clutch to keep the rear end from chattering and bouncing, and so you have good braking and good traction. And there's a few other things as well, but the speeds are different, so you start to understand braking, and maybe corners, they appear differently on pavement than they do on the dirt. So you do learn a lot of things, especially about keeping momentum, and it's all pretty much relative. It's a motorcycle, and you're trying to go fast, so I guess you could look at it in many ways.
No, that makes perfect sense. So moving on to Joey. Now, you've been racing Supermoto for a long time. What is it like to battle with one of your friends, like Gage McAllister, the guy sitting next to you?
It's awesome because we're really close friends, so it's a different kind of race at that point. It's we try to keep it as for sure, because it'd be a bummer to take out one of my boys, but we just keep it clean, and it's just cool because we can come in after the race and just talk about it, and we got our own little lingo going on, so it's kind of funny. People just look at us like we're weird, but I love it. I think it's really cool, and I enjoy it a lot.
All right, so Gage, now since you're leading in points for Supermoto USA, how does it feel coming into this race? I mean, do you feel like you got a target on your back with these guys coming in here, or?
I think the racing's going to be really good this weekend. We got a couple people that are really on pace with me and Joey and Mickey, so I think it's going to be a really good race. I'm not too worried about the whole target on the back thing. I think we're all just out there to kind of battle and have a good time. So
pretty much all of you guys are California Supermoto School instructors, and Mr. McComas over there is one of the students, and I know we were just asking him a question just a second ago. So since you're up there, Mr. McComas, what did you learn today?
Getting on the gas earlier out of the turns.
Right on. So if you could hand your mic over to Mr. McAllister right next to you. Ryan McAllister, now you've been racing in the pro class for a couple of years. How does it feel getting the opportunity to race with these three guys here next to you?
Oh, it's always an honor, and I usually try to at least hang with them for a few laps and try to learn something. But there's times when I'm like, man, I kind of wish I wasn't racing this so I could watch them battle up front. Usually somewhere else on the track. So it's a hoot, though. I mean, I always tend to go faster than pro race. Everybody, the talent pool is so much deeper. So it's a lot of fun, and it's great experience.
So back to Mickey, I got a question. What do you have in the works? What do you have coming up, not just with Supermoto, but I know you're doing some stuff with cycling as well?
I have two projects in the works. First is a 2-year project that's a bicycle race, the Race Across America. I'm going to do a 4-man team with Ben Bostrom, ex-Superbike champion, and Dave Mira, I think the most decorated X Games athlete ever, and David Zabriskie, who's a 7-time world time trial champion from the cycling side. The four of us are going to do a four-man team and go out and try to set a record this year at the Race Across America. And I'm also going to do Pikes Peak. So this is another opportunity to come out and ride and be involved in Supermoto, which Supermoto, as the first few questions that you asked me about the diversity of it, it teaches you how to ride well on a motorcycle. And I think that is the main way I'll be training to do Pikes Peak, even though they're a little different.
All right, well, thank you guys for being here. This pretty much concludes our press conference for today. And for those of you guys that are watching this on YouTube and you want to come out to Supermoto USA and watch any of the events, go to the website, supermotousa.com. And if you'd like to go join any of the schools, these are some of the instructors that you'll see out there at California Supermoto schools, and we pretty much have those at every single round. So again, thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you at the next race.